Goes up to the engine block. This is the ground, clearly undersized, that is currently coming from our DC panel over here. All right. All right.
Instrument panel.
Instrument panel, yep. And then this ground is the ground for our coming from the house battery. So it's actually the house batteries. Yeah, so the house battery is actually grounded a couple different ways, but that's good.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about.
And then, so this is our positive feed from the house battery, and this is what's currently going behind me back over here. So what we're gonna do right now, instrument panel, is Jill and I are gonna replace these two wires, this one and this one, with OT2 wire. So we got to run down. It currently runs this way, goes down through here, disappears underneath here, and goes this way through a chase, through this chase. It's actually going through this, up this wall, and over into there. So we are going to...
Over into where?
This panel.
You're in my way.
I'm sorry. It comes back over to this panel.
Which is the...
This is our main breaker board, switch breaker board. This is all our 12 volt stuff. This is all of our 110 stuff. So we're going to be running actually
110 and 12 volt.
110 on this side, shore power or generator. Or once we have the inverter hooked up, inverter power. Or 12 volt DC solar power. It's all kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, so cool.
I need to see it.
Right. So I've been running new wires, heavier gauge wire. Most of the wire that we had on the boat was this gauge wire, which is 6 gauge wire. You can see here it's not tin, and none of it was shrink wrapped. So everything we're doing now is going to be, a lot of it is this OT2 wire for all of our major draws and our grounding.
Okay.
So this.
So before you go any further, this is the house battery.
This is the house battery.
This is a charging battery.
Okay, so let me just say one thing. Careful with touching stuff. Okay. You can point. I don't think you're gonna
get shocked.
I don't think you're gonna get shocked, but let's point, not place
What's
hands
that
on.
black thing?
All right, let's start with this. All right,
Okay.
so this is the house battery. This is basically our main power supply for everything in the house. We have a new 600 amp hour lithium battery that's currently being charged to bring it up to full charge. This one was a 225 amp hour battery and was AGM. Okay, so, and it tested okay when we had the survey, but you only get about a quarter of this usable power that you can really use. So we're adding a 600 amp hour lithium battery that will be able to use all of that power if we need it. So this, one of the wires I ran is a new ground, and so this big black wire here is the new ground. It comes back up underneath here and goes underneath things and is bolted to the block. All right, so that's our common ground. Okay.
Gotcha.
There's another wire here that's coming back to the common ground that's coming from...
You're just, you're...
I know I'm touching.
Violating your rule.
I know, but I know what's going on here and you don't necessarily know, so I just didn't want you getting shocked. So anyway, this one is, this wire here goes to our load panel. So the DC load panel over by the navigation station.
Which is up there.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Now, I also ran these two wires here, which are the new feed from the house battery and a ground for the house battery.
Which is going there.
It actually goes to the other end of this wire. There's a terminal block, and I'll show you that in a minute.
Okay.
So, coming back over here to the back side, Jill, showing what we're going to be doing. So our feed, our power, any power loads or anything coming off the house battery will actually only have one connection here, and it's going to go over to, this is called a bus bar.
The bus bar. Yes.
And this one's undersized. It's the wrong size. I picked up one today that's better, closer to what we need. I have another one that's going to be here on tomorrow or Sunday. That will be even bigger, properly sized. And we're going to need all of them. So now I've pre-planned. So this is where we're at. There's the DC to DC charger. That's the MPPT solar charge controller. The starter battery. Our new 600 amp hour lithium battery. Our 3000 watt inverter. And this over here is the windlass battery. I've got bus bars that I'm building. Positive and negative. That's our Victron smart shunt. That tells us a bunch of information. I'll show you that later. But as soon as I get the charge controller wired up, then I'll be running the solar wires down and we'll be live with solar. Woohoo! And Jill's up doing some shopping. Alright, so get ready to do one of my least favorite things. It's drilling a hole in the boat. So the solar panels are up here. These are all the connectors. Everything's disconnected because I don't want it live yet. And these are the wires that are going to go to the charge controller, bringing them down along the stanchion line. And I'm going to drill a hole right here in the boat, right there. And then you got that cool little through hole rubber connector, but I'm going to drill a hole in the boat. I hate drilling holes in the boat. I need a tiny little bit of dielectric grease. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, you're up there. All right, so just went down to get some dielectric grease. Putting that in all our fittings. It just helps waterproof it. Oh, too much. Woo. Overflowage. It's gonna be a wet spot. Who gets the wet spot? All right, here we go. There's no putting the wrong one into the wrong one. Let's do the positive first. It went click. We're gonna do the negative. Click. Look at that. Two panels. We have 19.17 pushing in 3.4 amps, and we're charging. We have solar. Yay! You were here for that. All right, man. I was rocking out to Van Halen, so we're finally cleaning out the front V-berth, making it ready. The mattress is here for Harley, and taking out the last little bit of this.
Took a little bit of boat yoga to get the cork up on the walls, but Harley and Jill were able to do it. Fun times.
And trying to get her bathroom ready. Her shower head's mounted. Well, it's installed. I haven't figured out where it's gonna hang. Probably over there. That's a good spot. Ordered new toilet seats. Toilet assembly's coming to clean that out. And this is how I'm looking because we found mold up here, so just couldn't find an N95. All right. Oh, and Jill's up working on cleaning stuff and cleaning the bags that were the life jackets were hanging in. There's extra life jackets that hang up here on those little clips and little bags. And Jill's up there washing those and stitching them up. We're getting there. So that's the delivery truck that just brought our life raft that we hope we never need. There it is. There, got the bus bars in, started mounting things, bolting stuff down. Jill was helping me with that earlier. Anyway, I hate drilling holes in the boat. So that's our exhaust service going out. That's our current wire feed going to the back. I'm wondering if they have the wires away from that exhaust feed because of heat. Because I was going to go through that same space and right in. Shoot, maybe I should stay over there. That's something to think about. I'll let you know what I decide. All right, so here's a little behind the scenes on the inside guts of a Hunter Legend 1986 era. The batteries are underneath the bed over here, but there's this space. I gotta get off my R's. There we go. It's like this little void space between the battery compartment and what we're calling the trunk space, which is right underneath basically our lazarette. So we're gonna run wires back through there. So I gotta cut a hole right over there. You see the one pilot hole I cut. I'll pull my guide string through, drill that one, and it'll be done. Miss Jill,
Yeah.
tell me what's going on.
Well, we have some guys working on the alternator, wiring it up. Found a couple of things that we did not quite right.
He said he found one thing.
One thing, yeah. And while we were doing that, Jeff, one of the guys that's working with Kevin, the other Kevin, was walking down the dock and he's like, hey, there's a boat sinking over here. And
This
we
boat.
walked over and it was almost completely full of water, at least on that left side, and totally listing.
Yeah, it was almost down to the gun wall, or the wall of the boat, and it would have flipped at that point or been done. We got the bilge turned on. Jim got the bilge turned on, but it's not keeping up because water's coming in. Yeah, but water's coming in faster than it's going out. This is Jim, the dock master.
After we saved the neighbor's boat from sinking, the next day we woke up to snow on the ground. First time Carolina Beach had snow in something like 10 years. So we switched gears and rebuilt a winch.
All right. Really, all that together yet. We'll disassemble that inside. Alright. Yeah. Know that. Yeah. Doesn't look like, well, that's a bearing. Those are little bearings. Alright, that's doing what it's supposed to do. Did the indicator light go off?
Yep. No indicators.
Alright. Kill it.
Alright, she's killed.
What you doing?
Working on a zipper. What are you doing?
Filming you, working on a zipper. So this is the one we already did. It's not pretty, but it's functional. The old ones were pulling apart.
It's hard to put it all in a little video regarding all the stuff that we did, but we redid sewing, we mounted the lifeboat, lots of safety issues, we got the V-berth mattress built, lots of electrical stuff, and we'll continue to share with you the work that we did. And like, follow, subscribe, make a comment, and we'll see you all next week.